Genesis 3 speaks to humanity's relationship to, it speaks to our awareness of good and evil. Adam and Eve are like little children in the beginning, not knowing the difference, not knowing good from evil. And God has told them not to eat from any but 2 trees. Now, for anyone who spends time around kids, what happens if you tell them not to do one thing? What are they going to do? They're going to want to do that thing. I remember when my kids were little, we'd go out to eat. We'd bring a bunch of toys with us. The restaurant would give us a pack of crayons and those little papers that you can color on. But they wouldn't want any of those things as soon as we sat down at the table. Instead, they'd reach for the glass. They'd reach for the silverware. We'd move them out of the way and put the toy in front of them, but they would know, and they would reach, of course, for that thing again, projecting all the other stuff in front of them. I think of that when I think of Adam and Eve in the story. Then enter the serpent, who, like I said, has been associated with the devil in Christian tradition. The serpent takes the opportunity to speak with Eve, to reason with her that surely she can eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, because then she'll be more like God. Eve's easily convinced. She wants that wisdom. She wants that knowledge. And so she tries the fruit. She gives some to Adam. He takes it. He eats it. There's no conversation, no questioning that shows up in the text. It opens their eyes. They realize they're naked, so they cover up. A sign of shame entering into the human story. We feel ashamed, and we hide. When God shows up later on, that's what they do. They hide. That's the thing that draws God's attention to what's happened. The thing that alerts God to the fact that something's changed is not their disobedience exactly. It's not so much their newfound knowledge, but it's their shame. They're hiding from God. God created them for relationship with God and each other, and now they're hiding. So God asks, "Where are you?" Adam says that he heard God, he's scared, he was naked, he was scared because he was naked, and he hid. God wonders, "Who told you you were naked?" And then what does Adam do? Like Connie drew out for us, Adam did the thing that so many of us do. Our kid might blame their sibling. Our teenager might blame their friend. We might blame our boss or our employee or that other driver or those people from that other country, or you name it. And that's what Adam does. He blames someone else. He blames Eve. Eve, in turn, blames the serpent. So now we've got shame, we've got blame, we've got people who are divided from each other, people who are defending themselves against one another. Eve listened to the serpent's voice over God's. Adam listened to Eve's voice over God's. And shame and blame and division enter into the human story where they have been living ever since. God had spoken into creation, "Let there be light." God had spoken humanity into being and called it very good. God had been speaking. But it's when they listen to a voice other than God's that things go off track. That's what Ray's song Genesis hints at, too. The song lifts up names, voices that she hears like the serpent's voice, negative thoughts about her body, the lure of substances that might temporarily ease her pain, the comparisons of social media, the divisions of algorithms. These voices all lead to hiding and shame and blame and self-hatred and hatred of other people. And yet into all of the anxiety and despair that she sees around her, she weaves the line, "Let there be light," like a prayer. "Let there be light" echoes God's voice. It is God's voice.